What's going on? We back. It's Box Clinic and more. Always delivering, always active. Don't forget the podcast. Subscribe. Leave a link in the description to the Matisse and Kyram breakdown. And you can listen to that. Subscribe. And we're going to keep pumping those podcasts out for predictions and post-fight reaction and a live show that I do with the brothers. But we back. Boxing Clinic and more. Talking about the heavyweight division. Might be my last video for the night. Never know. But heavyweight division, filled with overrated guys, scary guys, cheaters, and that's it, and it's just a division I think it's vastly overrated. I think now they got guys that they got Klitschko out of there, the two brothers, and people think, oh, Joshua, beat him. Tyson Fury beat him and stuff of that nature. But apparently Fury cheated, okay? And then, Joshua beat a shell of that guy. 16-month layoff, stuff of that nature. And, I might do one more video. I'm going to do one more video after this. But, these guys ain't that good. Even if you want to do a pound for pound list, they historically don't rank heavyweights in pound for pound list because that's the maximum. But how many of these guys would be in the top 20 pound for pound legitimately? I don't think too many of them. People say, oh, Anthony Joshua. I don't know. Best fight is over old Vladimir Klitschko. And he didn't look good his last time out. But like I said, you can't look good every time out. People talk about Deontay Wilder and that and this. And he's definitely in, I can't call him overrated because nobody rates him high, really. A lot of people that know boxing don't rate him high. But they like the improvement in the Stavern fight and where he come from. As far as, where he started from. You got cheaters like Povetkin. You got guys past their prime like Puev, who ain't never been that good to me. You got guys like Dominic Brazil, who's an overachiever. You got guys like Luis Ortiz, who's a known cheater. You got guys like Joseph Parker, who's massively overrated going into this Anthony Joshua fight. And I got people that got to be from Thailand, from New Zealand, wherever the hell he from, telling me that I'm wrong and I'm going to eat my words and he going to beat Anthony Joshua. Please. I hope he beats Anthony Joshua. I don't give a shit. I don't have a problem with Anthony Joshua, but I just don't like the pompous pussy act that he's putting on. Oh, I don't want to fight in America. Well, you can go just hold the UK title, the English-British heavyweight title, my baby. Dylan White, who I thought had some promise, but definitely fell off the map after the Anthony Joshua fight. You got other guys like Joe Joyce, who's on the fast track, but I think he don't have that much experience. I got to sit down and watch him some more. You got guys like Amir Mansour, Thomas Erdemick, who's still fighting. You got a whole bunch of guys in the grand scheme of things who ain't that good, bro. And the heavyweight division is still not back. Kill that. It's not back. You got a whole bunch of guys who's overrated, cheaters, overachievers, and past their prime or ain't that good anyway. They can sell those UK fans. And no offense to you guys, I got love for the UK, man. Came a long way. Got a lot of great fighters from Carl Frampton, Kell Brook. The kid Gallagher guy. Lee Selby, who's one of my favorites. I can keep going on and on. Love Chris Eubanks Jr. I've been pumping, George Groves for years. I got much love for George Groves. I can keep going on. It's not about that. But it's about people not having something different from Vladimir Klitschko and Vitaly Klitschko for so long that they just praising Anthony Joshua for being something he's not. They praising the heavyweight division for being something it's not. It's the reason why the heavyweight division isn't that good in America right now, or that popular in America, because we know what real heavyweight boxing is about. They know Americans don't just get behind anything. It's hard for them to get behind other American fighters, so you really got to have some traction. You look at Terrence Crawford, you look at Earl Spence, they don't have big followings yet, but it's coming. So when people say, well, why should Anthony Joshua come to America? In my opinion, if you're not a star in America, if you don't fight in America, you haven't fought on American soil, how can your career be complete? In pretty much the hot hub for boxing. Now talking about as far as attendance and filling the soccer arenas, the UK got it, but you talking about television ratings? You talking about real pay-per-view, not paying $25, $10 on YouTube for a pay-per-view or $20 for a pay-per-view. You talking about $60, $70, $80, $90, $100 for a pay-per-view. You talking about California, Las Vegas, where the real high rollers come. dudes that walk around with millions in their pocket and millions to blow, with big, large amenities. You know, the best things. It's America. It's a reason why you should want to fight in America, which I won't harp on that for a minute, but that just shows you how mentally and fragilely weak Anthony Joshua is. As weak as his chin is said to be, he's just as mentally and fragile in the mind as that. And people say, well, you always talk about Deontay Wilder. I can give a care less about Deontay Wilder. I just use him as an example. But like I said, this division is full of overachievers, PED abusers, overhyped fighters. You know, and everything else. It's not one big boxing star that has supreme skills over anybody else. They act like Anthony Joshua is this big, you know, great boxer. He's not a great boxer. He's just a guy that learned box late, that's having some success because there's no great athletes, no great boxers left in the heavyweight division. So let's stop putting this guy in the class of elite. You know, he's not an elite fighter in the grand scheme of boxing. If you want to put him as an elite fighter in the heavyweight division, yes. But if you want to, you know, put the grade scale up in the heavyweight division with the welterweight division, he's a C fighter. C plus at best. And if he's the best fighter in the heavyweight division, he's a C plus. Tyson Fury without the PDs, we don't know. You want to say Deontay Wilder? He's a C plus, C minus. These are your two best fighters in your division. You know, you want to curve yourself and say they great heavyweights in this division, in this area, go ahead. But compare them to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Jack Johnson, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, even the Klitschko's, when they was doing their thing and ran the Supreme Twins. Nah, man, they not that. This ain't that. Anthony Joshua will never be that. Never. For one reason he'll never be that, he don't have the opponents to do it. We gone.